Hey, am I audible enough?
Yes, Baba, you are.
Okay, please everybody mute yourself. I humbly appeal to all of you. Mr. Abraham, can you prompt everybody again in the group to please come up online? Hey, am I audible enough?
Yes, Baba, you are.
Okay, please everybody mute yourself. I humbly appeal to all of you. Mr. Abraham, can you prompt everybody again in the group to please come up online? Am I audible enough?
Yes, Baba, you are.
Okay, please everybody mute yourself. I humbly appeal to all of you. Okay, is it better? I think it's better. All right, so we're waiting for others to join in and then we are starting. So everybody, thank you all for being here today. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all very, very much. And it's a pleasure to have you all today. Thank you for sparing your time to be here with me. Today, we're going to be discussing on finding peace in chaos. What does it mean to find peace in chaos? It's very, very difficult in the life that we live for people to be peaceful. Very, very difficult. And because it's very, very difficult for people to be peaceful in the life that we live, we are all looking for a meaning to life. And because we are all looking for a meaning to life, we are not able to find that factor, that can give us mental stability, mental peace. And because we are not able to find that factor, everybody is sad. And because everybody is sad, they don't know what they are really looking for. Nobody knows what they are looking for. So before we start this conversation today, I want you all to unmute yourself and kindly repeat this mantra after me. Please unmute yourself and repeat after me. Om. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Thank you all very, very much for repeating after us.
Thank
you. God bless you all.
Thank you. God bless you.
You all did nice. I appreciate all of you. Okay, so we are talking on finding peace in chaos. How many of you understand what is the meaning of peace? Peace is very, very easily understood by people because people believe that peace is the absence of noise, peace is the absence of stress, peace is the absence of anything that troubles the human nature, that is peace. And because people believe that this is peace, people look for peace in different places, and unfortunately, they don't get it. Because they don't get it, they are sad, they are depressed, they are looking for a meaning to life. And because they are looking for a meaning to life, they don't know how to find a meaning to life. And in this conversation that I'm going to be having today with each and every one of you, mind you, it's an open conversation. And being an open conversation, everyone is open and invited to ask questions, because by asking questions, people get to know, by getting to know, one gets to learn. All right. So please do not be shy of asking questions. Actually, questions are, all, are all wanted, not wanted, all, what do you call it in English now? All accepted. So yes, to appreciate peace, let me record this down. Although it has been recorded there, but let's just record down. Just a minute. To appreciate peace, we must first of all experience chaos. No one that is going to say they understand peace without experiencing chaos. It is impossible. Nobody is going to say that. It is because you've experienced chaos, because you've experienced trouble, because you've experienced disturbances in your life. That is how you are able to understand that, okay, if this is trouble, then the opposite of it must be peace. So to be able to appreciate the beauty and the presence of peace, you must be able to understand and have experienced chaos. You see, just as, like every emotion, chaos and peace are one of the same coin. One is peace and the other side is chaos. That is the coin, the two coins that everybody have. One side of the coin is peace and the other side of the coin is chaos. And because it is two sides of the same coin, none is without each other. Both work together with each other. And because both work together with each other, it is fueled with our emotion. You see that the chaos we feel is nothing but just events. Can anybody say to me, this is how chaos is, without not attaching it to an event? So all the chaos that we feel in our life is nothing but what? Series of events that are broken down because of the emotional attachment that we have with this series of events of our life. So we have layers and layers of events which also have a comparison of layers and layers of emotional reaction that we've inculcated into those events. So then, the peace that we look for is simply nothing but an emotional numbness. The ability to not feel, to not have any sensitivity towards a particular event. The ability to not have any emotional reaction, any rumbling of emotional reaction within us towards a particular event. This is what we are all looking for. But then we must understand that there is always chaos in the world. The world itself was born out of chaos. And that is why there is one of the Greek word, or the Greek way of calling the word chaos. Chaos is what the word is, and no one can separate it from that. When we don't want to see the chaos in the world, and we try to look for the peace in the world, then what is going to happen? We are always going to be unhappy, unsettled. And because we're always going to be unhappy and unsettled, we will still linger, how do you call it? Linger? No. Long for more happiness, more satisfaction, more stability, because we are not yet trying to make sense of the chaos that is inside of us. Because this is how the universal system runs. This chaos, we call it, this chaos of the universe is called organized chaos. Just like, for example, if you have sound, What is it that makes you to appreciate sound? If in truthfulness, if you really look at sound or noise is chaos. Anything that is noisy is chaos to the intelligence, is chaos to the mind. The mind does not like such a thing. But that same noise, if that noise become organized, then what happened? That organized noise becomes music. Because what is music? Music is simply nothing but noise, but then it is organized. Because what? Sound. Do. Now, what? It's individually, if you pick them out individually on their own, you will see that it is just noise. But now when you organize that noise, it becomes what? Something beautiful. So the chaoses in people's life are nothing but just what? Disorganized emotional reaction to a particular event that they have not been able to put together, and hence they see nothing but just chaos. Your body is made of chaos. When you unpack the body, which is, you imagine you remove the hair from the body, remove the eye from the body, remove the nose from the body, remove the teeth from the body, remove the different part of the flesh from the body, remove everything that makes the body beautiful. If you remove all of that, what do you see? You don't see anything. You just see mess. It's just what? A mess. And because it's just a mess, nobody wants to associate with a mess. But in the eyes of a man that is intelligent, in the eyes of a woman that is intelligent, they don't see a mess. Rather, they see something but what? Beauty, that they build something out of beauty. Sorry, they build something beautiful thing out of a mess. Look at the world. Look at the world around you. For anything to be standing right now, it started out as a mess. Isn't it? It is. For anything to be so organized and so beautiful and well appreciated, it started as what? As a mess. And because it started as a mess, all right, thank you very much. And because it started as a mess, that mess in the eyes of a man that is intelligent is beautiful, becomes beautiful. A house is nothing but what? Organized mess. A family is nothing but what? Organized mess. Your emotion is nothing but what? Organized mess. Which is what? That's chaos. So to understand chaos, you must understand the different layers of events that comes into your life. It is only when you start organizing the chaoses of your life that you start getting peace. Finding peace is not that people are not going to talk to you, because a lot of people believe that peace is when I say certain things to people, people should not reply back. So people should just accept whatever I say to them. And if nobody is accepting what I'm saying to them, oh, nobody like me. A lot of people are like that. When people don't follow the same things you say, a lot of us will start thinking, oh, he does not like me. Oh, why is this not accepting what I'm saying? You know, we get agitated. Or we feel that peace is just going to the nature and sitting inside of the nature, sitting by the side of the tree, or, you know, going inside the river and everywhere is just quiet. That is not peace. Actually, that is noise. Quietness is not peace. I'm telling you, quietness is noise. And because quietness is not peace, you don't find God there. You find God in the most rowdiest of all places. You don't find realization there. You find realization in the rowdiest of all places. So a lot of people say, I just want stability in my house. Let there be, nobody should be making noise. Nobody should be doing this. It still means what? There's still a long way to go. A long way to go. So if you look at the world, if you go to the market, some time ago when I went to, just a few months back, I was in Ghana, and we went into the market in Ghana. It was very, very rowdy. We went to buy something from one of the women in the shop in Ghana there. When you look at the shop, it's very, very messy, but she knows exactly where everything is. So to my eyes and to the eyes of the people that comes to buy things from her, what they will see is just a mess. But to her eyes, what she sees is what? Organization, organized items. Because even in that rumble, she knows where to find what she's looking for. And she gets it. When you look at it, it's just a mess. That is also the same thing with each and every one of our life. So what is chaos? Chaos is an invitation for you to become creative with your life. Chaos is an invitation, is a universal invitation for you to become creative with your life. A lot of people think that chaos is when life has hit me up and down. Life is meant to do that. When family betrayed me, they are meant to do that. That is what they are meant to do. When, a relationship does not go nicely, it is meant to be like that. When I don't have money, it is meant to be like that. Or when I'm stranded, it is meant to happen like that. It is only when you see these disadvantages of events in your life as nothing but an invitation of the universe for you to become creative with your life, then you start finding peace. Then that peace becomes what? Not just only your peace, but it becomes a universal peace. And that is why you will see for any man that is considered as a worthy spiritual man, or as any man that has achieved any greatness in life, it started with the chaos of their life. There is no one that achieved any pinnacle of success in life without first not becoming creative with the mess and the chaos of their life. Oh, but chaos is what we are. We are born of chaos. Our emotion is chaos. Our life is chaos. Everything is chaos. But when you start transforming this chaos creatively, then that becomes peace. You see, there are certain people, when you walk into a house, they feel very, very, when the house is very messy and very disorganized, they cannot stay there. They become very, uncomfortable in a very disorganized place. Oh, look at this plate is here. Look at the cloth is here. Look at this is here. Oh, I need to organize everything. You see, there is a natural tendency in each and every one of us to want to organize our life. But then be like, but I'm trying to organize and people are making mess of it. That is meant to happen. That is what life is. But our problem is we don't want people to make mess of our life. And anyone or any event that comes and looks like a little mess will become agitated based on what? Our emotional connection to how we want our life to be. And any little agitation that comes to that little, stability that we think we are making out of the life, we start looking for something to blame. And that's there the universe laugh at us. Did the universe laugh at us because then we become nothing but a laughing stock of the donkey of the mind. The donkey of the mind laugh at us and say, look at this person, just look at this person. Our life is filled with a lot of disorganization. Right from childhood, we have been struggling to make sense of this disorganization. How? Being born, the child learns to suckle from his mother's breast. Learning to suckle from his mother's breast, he learns to learn how to suckle properly from the mother's breast. After learning that, the child starts learning how to babble, to say mama, to say papa. Learning how to say papa, mama, the child goes to school and wants to pronounce things, and now the teachers say, no, don't pronounce it like this. You have to be like this. Now that child now starts struggling to learn. Okay, it's not supposed to be like this. It's not supposed to be like that. Finishing school, the child, goes to the society. The society starts telling the child, no, don't walk like this, walk like this. Don't smile like this, smile like this. Don't eat like this, eat like this. So with every step that every individual take is just one mess that is there, and people are trying to make sense of the mess. But in the process of trying to make sense of the chaos and the mess, it is disorganized. people who are not able to sleep in the night, many of us here, we are not able to sleep in the night. Sleeping in the night is a big torture. Because the moment you put your head to bed like this and you want to close your eye to sleep, so many thoughts start playing in the head. There's a lot of what? Disorganization. So many thoughts start popping up. Now you must understand these thoughts that are popping up are the mess of the information that you've put too much in your body. And now your mind wants to make sense of this mess. Wants to understand this mess. But then it's so difficult because the information are just pouring so much. And because the information is just pouring so much, no one is able to sleep. People find it so difficult to sleep. Because what? Disorganized mind. What is the mind disorganized about? Unnecessary informations. Unnecessary information makes it so disorganized that even though the solutions to our problem is in front of us right now, but because the mind is so disorganized and so many information is laying everywhere, we cannot find it. It's just like trying to find a needle in the midst of a house that is so disorganized and everywhere is so disheveled. But that is the reality of each and every one of us. That is the reality of when you don't understand this and see this as the reality of life, you become so mesmerized, you become so overwhelmed by everything that comes and everything that comes and everything that happens in your life. The world was created out of chaos. The world was not created out of peace. Then how do you expect your own life to be peaceful? The problem with us is that we don't want problem. Nobody wants problem, but problem wants you. It is unfortunate, no? We don't want problem. Nobody wants problem, but problem is looking for you 24 hours. From the place you least expect it, it is waiting for you. Hey, are you seeing me? I'm here. I'm looking at you. Are you here? Are you seeing me? Problem is everywhere. And because problem is everywhere, the society that we live in is a society that teaches us to run away from problem, to run away from chaos, to not organize the chaos of our mind. To organize the chaos of your mind means you must see your life as it is. Don't try to see your life in a lens that it isn't, but just being truthful and being sincere. And you always hear me say, I always stand on these two principles, just be truthful and be sincere, because this is the only two principles that can help you to organize the chaos of your life. That is a fact. When there's too much chaos, there's a lot of mental fear. Because what? You are not able to organize everything. Imagine you have load of plates to wash. How many of you is afraid of washing plate? We are afraid of washing plate. Imagine you have load and load of plates to wash and the plate have piled up and piled up and piled up and piled up. When you look at it, it is overwhelming. It is very, very overwhelming. I'd be like, where do I start from? And because of this, a lot of people have left so many things undone because they see the problems of their life. They keep asking themselves the same question: where do I start from? Where am I going to start from? But then the thing is, he's not asking you from where to start from. You start from anywhere. You start from anywhere and everything will start falling in place, brick by brick, layer by layer. But when you don't want to start from anywhere because you are overwhelmed at the magnitude of what is in front of you, you would never start. You will always be overwhelmed. To find peace in the chaos of life means that you need to first of all start organizing your mind. To organize your mind means you must organize your thoughts. You must organize your thought. If you don't organize your thought, everything is always going to unsettle you into anger, unsettle you into some emotional reaction. Because like I said, what is chaos? Chaos is simply nothing but different lives events that present itself. It is meant to present itself. Not wanting it to present itself is another way of like trying to stop life from not happening. It is meant to present itself. Your duty is to not be overwhelmed. And how do you not be overwhelmed? By making sure that you just see it as it is. But a lot of people are so overwhelmed by the different scenarios that life brings to them. But can anyone say here that that they have not achieved anything successful out of the different chaoses of their life? No one can say that. Because the chaoses of your life has always been a transformative motion for you to be able to be at another level of your life. The market is always disorganized, but it's an organized disorganization. Everywhere is rowdy, people shouting, the car people shouting, the people selling different things. It looks so disorganized and so disheveled, but everyone is fitting into different areas perfectly. The same thing are the people that comes to give you problem. The same thing are the people. You might just see yourself, your body as nothing but a big marketplace. In a big marketplace, what do you get? You get people of different nature, people of different kind of thinking, the people of different kind of lifestyle, people selling different things, and everybody wants to sell at the same time. So you go, everybody is shouting, buy this, buy this, buy that, buy that, buy this. Everyone is just distributing and trying to, show you their goods. Will you blame them for that? No, they are doing what they are meant to do. Your duty is to win, just like when you are going to the market. It's not everywhere. You don't go directly to what you want to buy. You walk around for a little while and observe what is there in the market. Then you pinpoint what you want to buy. So not to be attached emotionally to the different event of our life is one way to organize our life. But it's very difficult. It is difficult. Why is it difficult? Because for everything that happens in our life, a certain ego of accomplishment is always connected to it. Everybody wants to feel accomplished. Everybody wants to feel accomplished. When there is a feeling of, oh, I'm not accomplishing something enough, then what happened? Chaos start happening. Disruption of thoughts start happening. The way the mind start thinking, it start going around. But then just look at everything. Just look at it. From when even in a house whereby a child is just shouting and making so many noise, just look at it. It's just nothing but layers and layers and layers and layers. That's what it is. If you see the chaos as it is, it will never overwhelm you. But when you don't see it as it is, it will overwhelm. It will overwhelm you. And the more it overwhelms you, the more the individual dies quicker. Any question? Question? Any question?
Yes, Baba. So to be truthful and sincere is to see things as it is, accepting it and deal with it. Not try to take control over it. Just let it and go with the flow. Now I understand. But before you were saying, when you say be truthful and sincere. So before I was thinking that be truthful and sincere is when you see somebody do something, be sincere with the person. If somebody come and ask you to do something, just tell them the way it is. So it's kind of
included.
It's included.
Yeah, it's all included. If you can do it, you do it. If you cannot do it, I'm sorry. At this moment, I can't. It is, if you say you can do it when you know that you cannot do it, that is a deception because it becomes a heaviness on your heart.
Yeah.
You understand? That is just how it is.
Oh, okay.
This is how we make sense of our life. Because you must understand, life itself is rattled, is full with a lot of chaos.
Yes, Baba.
Imagine having a rope that is so tied with each other. Now you have to unloose it one by one. You know how difficult it is?
It is very difficult.
Now, to unloose the rope one by one, what do you need to do? You need to have a very calm mind, isn't it?
Yeah.
If your mind is disturbed, will you be able to lose it? No. You even get so angry. So to lose it one by one is to be truthful and to be sincere with ourselves, with each effort that we do every day.
Okay. Effort
Not
too.
running away from the chaos. Understand the chaos will come. It is meant to come because you were born in chaos. Inside of your body, there is chaos happening 24 hours. Do you know how your food is being digested?
No.
Chaotic. It's chaotic, but you don't know because everybody's working perfectly. If 1/10 of the acid, the liquid acid in the stomach, comes to your throat, do you know how difficult it is? Have you ever experienced a little of the stomach acid flowing a little to the side of the stomach, to the
Yeah. It's burning, it's shocking, yeah.
right? So, but imagine that acid is there and is digesting every food in your body without disrupting every other thing. Which means that what? Everything is working in unison, knowing that they are doing their part. But when we try to take over, no, I don't, then what is going to happen? The chaos will erupt and become so overwhelming that the individuals start going crazy. Understand? When you see it like that, then you really find peace in the world, because that is what it means. It means that to see everybody the way they are and understand that everyone is just nothing but a part of a puzzle to a bigger picture of your life. The ones that comes to make you smile, the ones that come to make you happy, the ones that come to bring a certain negative emotion in you, the ones that when you see on the street, you'll be like, oh, who is this person? The ones that you are irritated by, all of them. Have any of you played puzzle before? Have you seen a puzzle before? Puzzle. When I was
Yeah.
young, there's always this thing, a small game kind of a thing. So it's an animal. So they will unscramble it. Now you have to fix it all together to make
Oh,
be able to,
yes, I did. I played that.
right? That
Yeah.
is part of the different, that is practically life for you.
Okay.
When you look at it in the beginning, it's a mess, isn't it? Now you
Yeah.
have to see, where does this go to? Where does this go to? Where does this go to? That is everything that is happening in our life. Everything and everybody we are meeting. Do you understand?
Yes, Baba. So for if you are in the relationship or with a family member, and then you telling them something, but they do not understand. But in your point of view, because you always say you need something to compare it to something to get a conclusion that this is negative from your point of view, and you see that this is not right, but you let the person know. But if they keep doing it, you just stay away, or you keep saying it, or what are you doing with it?
If it's a child, you have to continuously guide the child.
Okay.
But as a older person, you say it only 3 times. After the
3.
third time,
Okay.
you understand?
Yes, Baba.
If it is a child, you have to continuously ring it into the ear of the child. But if it's a grown-up person, 3 times is enough.
Okay.
A person that does not hear warning 3 times will not hear it. Do you
So
understand?
I'm in contact with of any information, it means that that's something that you need to work on it. The universe give you the opportunity to change that, right? Okay, all right. Okay, Baba. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you. Wonderful question. Yes. All right, Mr. Harrison, what's your question? Is Mr. Harrison there? Or he's not there? Okay, I don't think he's there. Any other question before? Okay,
Baba.
hello.
Well, you were saying life is chaos. So, life being chaos, what are some of the measures we can take to make our life very meaningful? Even though there is going to be chaos in our life, what are some of the measures, even though this chaos arises, day in, day out, you face chaos. If chaos
I cannot
arises, what are some of the measures or some things if you do is going to minimize chaos?
Did you guys hear him? Me, I did not hear. I was just hearing the microphone.
Hello.
You were
He's
like
far
you're
away from
using,
the phone.
yeah.
I'm not far. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but your
Hello, can
voice
you
is
hear me?
too close to the earphone.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. I'm saying you said life is chaos, right? So what are some of the measures we can use, like even though we face chaos, so some of the measures we can implement to minimize our chaos?
Life is chaos. So what are the measures we can implement to minimize the chaos? Is that the question?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please. That's the question.
One of the major measures that we can implement to minimize the chaoses of our life actually is just two. Just two. And I've said it in the beginning. I just said, just be truthful and being sincere. Do you understand? Just being truthful and being sincere, and also being clean. Cleanliness of the body. Do you hear me? A lot of people are not clean with their body. Cleanliness of the body is very, very important. Because when the body is not clean, it is easy for negative energies to be attracted to the body. And when negative energies get attracted to the body, it is easy for the individual to go back again into lying and cheating. So when the individual goes to the toilet, one way is when you go to number 2, you must always take your bath. Any individual that goes to, that is supposed to be a proper human being, whenever you wake up in the morning or after the day and you feel like you are pressed, you need to go to number 2, which is to go to the toilet, you must take your bath. Very, very important. For when the body, when one does not clean their body, there are entities that get attracted to such. Secondly, when the individual have sexual relationship, it is also important that after that, immediately you take your bath. This is part of it. And also associating with people that are genuinely truthful. It is very difficult if you are trying to be clean and sincere, and then you are associating with people that are dirty. It's very difficult. You will find yourself doing today, tomorrow you're not doing today, tomorrow you're not doing. It becomes a struggle. But when there is a continuous association with people that are truthful and sincere, it becomes easy. You must understand your chaos, which is the peace. Money does not bring peace. A lot of people think that money brings peace, but I'm telling you, money does not bring peace. It doesn't give peace neither. What is it that helps you to be true, to have peace? Is by just being truthful with yourself and being sincere with yourself. Accepting your weakness and your strength as it is, not pretending that you don't have a weakness, but just accepting your weakness and, as it is. This is just the simple way. This is just the simple law of nature. When you try to go against it, nature will fight you, and it will fight you very heavily. A lot of people that get easily stressed when they pass through a certain chaotic situations are people that are trying to go against the law of nature. Chaotic nature situation is supposed to come. Your duty is not to react. See, our problem is we always react quickly to things. You understand what I mean by that? What is the difference between reaction and responding? Can somebody tell me what is the difference?
You can react to your situation by like when I react, an action is being performed. I can respond to your call, but an action is not being performed.
So no, it doesn't connect. What is the difference between reacting and responding? What is the difference between reacting to a situation and responding to a situation? Anybody?
Baba, in your reacting, it's like you are attacking the person for your image. In your responding, you are saying it in a respectful manner, or you are solving the problem.
Thank you. That's nice. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let me paint you guys a scenario. Imagine you are walking on the road and all of a sudden somebody come and slap you. What is the first thing you're going to do? Slap the person back?
Attack.
Attack. Or you are walking on the road and someone come and just spit on your face. Like, hey, what did you spit on my face? Pwah, pwah. That is the first thing we're going to do. That is reacting. Responding is, why did this person do this? What is the problem? Did I do something wrong for this person to do this? What is it that made this person to all of a sudden think about doing this? That is responding. The problem with us that makes a lot of us, we are always unstable in our life is because for every situation of our life, we react immediately instead of responding first. So we are always on that button of reacting, react, not respond. And because we are always eager to react, life is always eager to do what? To fight us back. But when you are ready to always respond, then you will see that everything goes and takes a different scenario. Do you understand, Mr. Harrison?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
All right. Any other question? Okay. Yes. Any other question from you guys? Lawson, Mr. Abraham, all of you.
Yes, Baba.
Yeah.
Baba, you said something that I want you to decode it some time ago. You said some people smell like a goat. You have something. And two, those who have a reddish hair, for the sake of mothers here, so they can use to guide their children.
Yes, there are some people that smells like your body odor have different aroma that comes out of it. People that are heavily troubled by ghosts and spirits and lower entities like that, they smell goat-like. Have you seen a male goat? We call it Billy, a male goat. Not a female goat, but a male goat. They smell like that. And some of them, have you seen a person that smells like dust? Do you know how a dust smells?
Yes, Baba, like a dust, sand.
Yes, some people smell like that. These are people that are heavily influenced by negative spirits or spirits around them. And people having red hair is also based on a particular planetary influence. There are some people that naturally their hair is red. And then their hair is... People have different hair color, hair texture. This different hair texture is also based on the different influence of a particular planet. People that have hair that is related to red are naturally influenced by the planet Mars. And because of that, they are very, very, you know what is clumsy? They are clumsy.
No.
And because they're clumsy, they make mistake easily. They make mistakes very easily. Because their energy is always hyper, because of the clumsiness. So yes. But then people that are having these different kind of odors have a certain element, spiritual element that influences them. A person that has that goat-like kind of a smell it's very, very difficult for such a person to be mentally stable because what? They are troubled by this spirit and these entities. Now, another way to look at it also is also based on what the individual eat. You see, people that eat a lot of meat, when they perspire, they smell heavily. What you eat always also influences the kind of sweat that comes out of you. Not just only that, but also the kind of, way the smell, the odor smells. And also, when a woman is on her monthly cycle, their perspiration is different. Just as when a man is in heat, how he smells is also different. Do you guys know that?
Baba,
Yeah. You don't know?
Baba, you
But
know.
now you know. When a woman is on her monthly cycle, how she perspires and how she smells while she's perspiring is different. Because that perspiration is fueled with pheromones to be able to, make the body fertile to attract, the men. Same also for a man. When he's also in that state where the moon is strong on him, he also perspires differently, smells differently. Through the perspiration of a person, you can also know the future of a person. Do you know that? There's a science that through the perspiration of a person, you can know the future of a person. There are people, when they perspire, the odor from their perspiration smells like honey or smells like semen. Have you seen people that their perspiration, the body odor smells like semen? Oh, yeah. There are people like that. It's an indication for people that will have some abundance in the future. And then there are some, it smells like rotten fish. When people smell like rotten fish, it's also very good because it's an indication of success, financial stability in the future. So yeah. Okay. Any other question? Else I'll have to end it with you guys today so that we can continue on TikTok.
Baba, in the yoga center, microwave is one of the indications that's not allowed to be used. Why microwave is not allowed?
In a yoga center, microwave is one of the instruments that is not allowed to be used.
Yes, Baba, for heating food.
Because it creates radiation. You understand? Because it creates radiation. But now a lot of people try to attest it to, it is the cause of cancer, it is the cause of this, it is the cause of that. All of these are nothing but mumbo jumbos of people. I will give you my own opinion. This is my own opinion. The reason why I say it is nothing but the mumbo jumbos of people is because the human nature is always to find fault in things. Do you understand? No matter how good that thing is or how good it is, the human nature is naturally to do what? To find a fault. If there is no fault, to create a fault. That is the nature of it. And because of that, you will hear people, they specialize in that, finding fault out of nothing. Even to the extent whereby they are going to tell you that your breathing is so bad that you need to not start taking a certain kind of air, to put in your face to be able to breathe. This is how the world is right now. They will tell you that even you are drinking water is so bad, you need to drink a different kind of water. That is the nature of people, to find fault and to create fault. Your duty is not to be carried away by those faults that they find. Because I'm telling you, a lot of people are very afraid because of what? Someone find a fault and that person spread the fault. Fault finding is like a disease, a big disease. And because a big disease, a lot of people are under that disease, under it, heavily under it. So please be mindful, be cautious. All right?
Thank you. Very interesting.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Baba. Okay. Ekadashi is
Ekadashi is happening now. It is happening on, just a minute, let me bring the date. It's supposed to be on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Yep, it's happening on Sunday. Sunday, 2nd of June. The same day we are going to be doing the live. Yeah, it's on Sunday. So I will make an announcement about it in the group. So you guys just, but
Okay.
now that you be mentally prepared for Sunday. All right.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Baba,
Thank you. Yes, Lati.
Baba, I know you might need to rush, but for days now, I have been wondering, why do most people have different type of blood groups? And Baba, is there anything special about that we should know when it comes to the different type of blood groups, you know?
Your blood group is connected to your ancestry lineage. Your ancestry lineage is connected to the different planetary movement and the different planets that exist. The fight for dominion of people is not the fight for the possession of the individuals, but the possession of the blood. Your blood is influenced by a particular planet, and because it is influenced by a particular planet, blood don't mix. When people, and also that is also the carrier of consciousness. That is that which carries your consciousness. The fulfillment of your debts, how you are going to pay your debt, is encoded in your blood. Do you know that?
No,
Different, yeah, the different debts we all carry is all encoded in our blood. That's why you're going to see some people, we see somebody and for no reason they just hate the person. How were they able to sense that they need to hate this person? It's encoded in the blood.
Okay.
That is why there was a time I said that there is going to be, a time is coming in the future whereby blood is the currency. And that is the truth. Your blood is the currency at which you use in paying your ancestors, the debt you've taken for being able to come into this world. And now that blood is also going to be splitted into different ways. O positive, O negative, B positive, C positive, all the kind of positive and the AAs and the BBs. Are all indication of different ancestry connection and different ancestry debts that you have to pay.
Okay.
Blood.
So it is essential that we actually do a little research on our blood system.
But of course. Of course. Of course. Your blood is the currency at which your ancestors use in recognizing you. It's like that which is coded. You know, for anything that is created, a signature is put, isn't it?
Yes.
The blood is also the signature of the different God that is responsible for your existence. In your blood, that signature is there.
So that's the reason why then, Baba, that's the reason why we would have had more than one gods to give homage to. Because if you said that there's a God that governs the blood, there's a God that governs your date of birth, there's a God that will govern your sign, then it means that we should do that type of research to find out one who we offer homage to.
Yes. The one that is most strong of all of them is the one that governs the blood, because that which governs the blood, it's that which is connected to the soul.
Really?
Yeah. It's connected to the soul, of course. The soul is hidden inside the body, but the blood knows where the soul is hidden.
So, Baba, you're aware of the knowledge for the gods that covered each blood group?
Yes. But
and you're willing to share some other time?
No, on that time I will share, but you guys are not ripe enough to receive that knowledge. Yeah, you need to be ripe so that when the knowledge comes and it stays, it can have a strong influence.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the beautiful question. Different gods govern the different part of your blood. And because they govern the different types of your blood, they influence you to think and act in different ways. It is not a coincidence that you are attracted to certain people. It's not a coincidence. In ancient days, how do they used to know if one person's blood is, if a person's child is biologically the person's child? How do they know? How do they used to know? Do you know the practice?
Phlebotomy?
Huh?
No, I know that they have they have someone who tests the blood. They're called phlebotomists. I don't know if that's what you're talking.
How do you test the blood?
You normally, if you go to the doctor, right, and they
Mm.
send you to get a blood test done, we go to a phlebotomist, which that's a chemist, and they'll draw the blood from you and then test it and give you back the result. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
what you're talking.
Yes, but I'm saying in ancient days, how do they know? How do they test if this person is biologically for this family or not?
Oh, Baba, I'm not sure.
You must understand that blood recognizes each other. If you take your blood and you mix it with another person's blood that is not connected to you, it will not mix together. It will separate. Do you know that?
Well, I'm aware of that because Moya, which is my daughter, she has to get transfusion. So if the blood groups are not the same, then she can't get that. Even if they drain all the blood from her body, she has to get the same blood back in
Yes.
each time.
Yes. When you take another person's blood that is not, it's a practical thing. Take it, put it in a different, it will not mix. It will not.
So then, Baba, when we this is deep. When I'm not ready. So when we speak of certain types of food that this one should eat or that one should eat, it doesn't mean that the same thing that worked for you would work for me.
Of course.
It really does mean that the blood group has what works for what.
Yes. And that is why you must understand that even when you copulate with a person, and the person's connection, the blood of the person is not in sync with the blood of your own ancestors, it will not work. They will kill each other. Blood kill each other.
Okay.
You understand? That is why you will see people kill each other. You don't think that how is it that the hatred just come to be? The person just take a knife and stab another person. How did it happen? Because what? The ancestors, when they don't like each other, they kill each other. You must understand that. It's a natural, that is the natural, how do you call it in English? The natural animalisticness in you.
Phenomenal. Yes.
Just like a male lion, when a male lion takes over a pride, and if he sees any other cub that is not of his own, he will kill them. That is a natural instinct. It is a natural instinct. He will kill them. They will all die. He will kill them. It is only his own cub that he will leave. And that is why you see it is inculcated also into royalty. It is also inculcated into the community, into the society also.
Okay.
Do you know that?
Yes, Baba. So even when two persons, as you were stating just now, so two persons, a man and a woman, come together in union, even though they might not, they have different blood groups or the ancestors do not align with them. They might have kids together, but in somewhere down the line, these kids start having, they're just not living good together. That could be the cause of it, right?
That is one part, but also the kid will kill them. There must be a death. There must be a violence.
Repeat that, Baba?
There must be a violence. The kid will either kill them.
Wow.
Have you seen children killing their father?
Yes, Baba, I've seen that.
There must be a death.
So it's a natural thing.
It is a natural thing. It is. And when you understand it as it is, then that is why you must understand that in ancient days, when the ancestors, when they want to marry, they don't like to marry outside of the group of people they know.
I was just about to get to that because so many of us right now, we don't know those things. We would never know these things.
Yes. You know, the reason not to get married to outside of people so that they don't kill each other, because blood kill each other.
Wow.
That is where the consciousness is. That is also where the memory of the offense that has been done to the other individual, that is where it is laying. So that becomes triggered. Do you understand?
Yes,
So
Papa.
you need to be careful.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you
But
very much for the
yeah, one more question. And
yes.
I've been selected to be a jury on a trial.
Very good.
Bye-bye. Is it good? Because
Yes.
you know, based on what you say, you take, I don't know. I've been playing in my mind since karma. It had to do with karma. And if you go there,
Your karma, that is why you are invited to become a jury. Yeah.
so if you go there, after all the trial, and then maybe your instinct, your intuition say, okay, this person is not guilty, and you vote that the person is not guilty, maybe, and the person is guilty. How does that gonna play out later on in your future?
You will suffer, you will get a little benefit, you will get a little repercussion for it, but not heavy.
Okay.
But try as much as you can to just be truthful and be sincere.
Okay.
Because you must understand that you cannot know anything if it is not provided to you.
Yeah.
Everybody that is going to be there, they will all try to provide something to you. So based on what is being provided to you, you in your heart, be truthful and be sincere.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
if you know, then you are
I-
doing something that is different.
okay.
Right?
Okay, Baba, will not be afraid anymore.
No, do not. You should not.
All right,
All right.
Baba.
Any other question, or that is it for today? So I think I
Yes,
should
Baba.
leave.
Baba, please, last question.
Yes, Mr. Lakshman.
Yes, based on the teaching so far, you made mention that we have karma and other things. So let's say if another person's karma is to go to prison through me, and then I get a realization, or maybe I've been told by a spiritualist that maybe through me, someone will go to prison. And then instead of me saying the truth for the person to go to prison, I lie. Am I not stopping nature of doing its work?
No, you are not. Because however smart we try to go about it, nature always resets itself. See, let me give you one example. If you have been given a gift or an ability by your ancestors that you've inherited, and you refuse to work on it, it gets passed to someone down your lineage. The same thing also, if through you, someone is supposed to receive a certain karma, and you're like, no, I don't want it because I'm afraid I don't want to be punished. It will be what? It will be how do you call it? Recycled, down to someone that is connected to you, and that person will do it in such a way that you yourself, you regret so much. And that is why you will see there are so many people that have children right now. Their children is doing what they were meant to do, but their children is doing it because they did not take an active action in doing it. Do you understand? Because what? They didn't take an active action in doing it. So what? It gets recycled down to somebody in their lineage, either their child or their son. There was something. So no one actually escaped anything. We might think that we are very smart, we've escaped it, but no one actually escaped anything because it's just there, deposited, waiting. All right, you escape it. but it does not go outside of the purview of that person's lineage that is meant to be the giver of that punishment or that reward. Do you understand? That is also, on this regard, I want to bring you guys' attention to a certain notion that a few days ago, I was on the internet and I was hearing someone, I don't know the person, but the person was speaking about why is it that the men of God's children are the ones that are most attacked? Not attacked like they are most bad. You know, why is it that men of God's children, they are most bad, they are most corrupt and everything like that? And then the person was saying it is because the devil, you know, when the devil wants to attack the parents, the devil is not able to attack the parents because they were very strong. So it's attack the children. And when I heard that, I wanted to comment, was like, no, let me mind myself and respect my old age, you know, and not into this kind of thing like that, you know. What I wanted to say to the person is, it is not the devil. What is the devil? The children are actually displaying nothing but the parents' inner desires that they were not showing to the world. Don't forget, your children inherit your inner negativity. And because they inherit your inner negativity, they show it, your negativity, the negativities that you have inside of yourself, those, your repressed emotions, your repressed desires, it comes alive on your children. And because it comes alive on your children becomes the inheritor of that, and they display it to the world. So that is not the devil. You understand? Please, this is me I want to correct that, because it is in my head, like, how is this person saying this like that? Is the devil, the enemy uses no, it is just the negative karma, the negative desires of the father and the mother that the child is exhibiting. If the child is not wanting to listen to the church, or is going astray and doing so many things, it's because of it is the nature of what the parents were desiring, you know. But because of circumstance, they are trying to, you know, control themselves not to appear bad or appear in a different ways. All right, that is that. I hope you guys understand. Okay, thank you. See you later in a few minutes, or a few minutes, yeah, on TikTok. Bye. Au revoir. A bientôt. I love all of you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. All right.